Hey guys, Leo from Cruise Control here. Today we're going to be showing you how to add suspension boost plates to your board of choice. And today we have here an Arbor Martillo that's just over 32 inches, a solid little cruiser board, and we're going to be adding the BoostPlate suspension system to give it a smooth new ride. So we have our BoostPlate suspension truck kit where we have just about everything you need to add suspension boost plates to your board. We have all the hardware included to mount it up to your trucks and your deck here. And we also include the BoostPlate drill template, which helps guide your drill bit to add new holes to mount it to the system. It does come with a drill bit included and a couple of these boost pads. That'll go in between the boost plate and your deck to give a totally flat mounting surface and help dampen some of the noise. We do also include a skate T-tool to help put it all together. And of course, two of our suspension boost plates for the nose and tail of your board to give you that smooth surfy feeling on both ends. Something to notice too, we did have some wheelbite in here. I usually like bigger cruiser wheels. These are 69mm Powell snakes. You do get some gnarly wheelbite riding a little loose, so you have to add a pretty fat riser. But our boost plates will add enough of a little bit of lift so you can still ride them loose pretty confidently without getting any wheelbite. So adding new holes to your board, you're gonna have to use the BoostPlate drill template and the included drill bit as well. Some other things you're gonna need that you should have at home is a pencil and a ruler. So let's get started now and draw this center line. Best way to do that is to map out right in between the standard bolts that it comes with. You're gonna wanna draw halfway through that. Alright, so next we're going to want to take our cruise control drilling template here and line it up along this center line. So we had notched out our little 3 inches, that's to match the standard wheelbase here, and you're going to want to match that up with these 2 bolt holes if you want to go with the same wheelbase. So as you can see, we can have the little center line through this view hole. More importantly, matching up these corners to the ends of the lines, making sure it's all straight. And from there, we're going to want to take our drill bit and add it into our drill. Another pro tip too, before you go to drill, run it in reverse, run it left to make a little divot first, like so, and then put it right. And that'll prevent the drill bit from walking as you're drilling it in. So from here, you're going to want to take one of your bolt bags, open it up, and we're going to use this as a little registration pin. So we're going to drop this guy in, keep it in place here, and then same thing, you want to make sure to do the opposite end here. All right, we got these 4 holes. Now let's just add it to the other side. So we got our 4 new holes here, and just as a sanity check, you can take your little boost pad and line it up. As you can see, generally fits in every hole. It is a little oversized too, but generally if it's in the right direction, you should be in the right place. All right, so now we're gonna be adding our boost plates and our trucks. Won't need this riser anymore, but you're gonna be putting these guys together. It'll mount to the standard old or new school bolt holes, so it should work with whatever you got. Now we're gonna wanna take our truck hardware. This is the rounded top panhead bolts, and we're gonna be using these to assemble them together. And you can keep the wheels and everything on during this assembly. It doesn't totally make a difference, but up to you whether or not you want to make it a little easier for yourself. All right, so we have our deck here with our new sets of holes where they need to be. We have our trucks mounted to our boost plates, 2 boost pads, and our deck hardware. So first, you're gonna wanna take your deck hardware here, and these are the flathead. It's important to make sure. You already should have used up the rounded bolts, but you can pour out a little pile here. And then you're gonna go ahead and feed them through the back of this deck here. Plot on our boost plate. So as you can see, everything fits straight. It kind of, the holes are a little oversized to make it easy for you, but like before, we're just gonna want to add in these bolts just to hold it in place for now. Now that's set, you can see the boost pad perfectly matches the profile here, and there's a little extra runoff. We're gonna want to do the same for the other side. If it's your first time adding boost plates to a deck, I do recommend you try it with an older deck first, just to get the hang of drawing the center line and putting in these new bolt holes. Something else too, these boost plates will probably outlast your deck like 10 times over, so cool thing is you can use our template to add bolt holes to any deck, a bunch of different setups, and swap them out or get a different complete or something like that. So it's pretty universal and would be easy enough to install, and we're honestly pretty stoked to see what kind of funky setups that you guys come up with. So thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. This has been a solid journey so far, and we hope you guys have a lot of fun on this.
That was crazy, man.
That was nuts.
Just through the dirt.